Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Round 1.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Tries to bait him with the projectile. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match going to go? They're not going to allow any jump-ins. All right. Absorbs the attack and fires back. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Player 2 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers can turn this around KO. Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Lands a punish counter for the first hit. Atomic looking to impress with this super. Hits them with a 1-2-3. How will this impact things? Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with hits him with a stop and pop. Hammers him with a psycho blitz. Kill rush. Grabs and throws him away. Side switch in the corner. Drive gauge is looking bad. What do they do now? Experiencing burnout. Burnout activates. Knockdown. They're going for the super art. Jumps in. The throw this and leads to some big damage. Slides and goes for the legs. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Oh, yo! Wow, super hit! Excellent read! Ooh, what a smart throw! Spark step! Oh, here we go! Stunned! They gotta get in there! That combo finishes it! Here's the final. It's gotta go all in from this point. Gotta do better than that. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. It's a good spot to use the super. Start the tune. The Kimberly's ready to feast. Bushin Ninja Star Cypher. And this is only the beginning. Player 2 with a slight lead. Tricky hidden variable. Player 1 needs to take advantage, reads the jump in perfectly. They are not getting close to each other. Betting it all on the drive run. Player 1, ooh, what a smart throw. Arc step. Over in a flash. Player 2 is a force to be reckoned. Just have in store for us today.
Round 1.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checking how their opponent reacts to fireballs. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Tries to throw, but doesn't connect. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Where is their opening? Good job blocking the jump in. KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Shinku Hadouken! The super doesn't hit! Player 1 kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it. Shows the medium kick. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Player 2 can't use any drive with burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Hits him with a vagabond edge. Closes with the throw. Hitting him with a smart strike. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Sneaks in above. Player 1 got smothered. But what now? Slices the gastrointestinal tract. Bring that MD and whooping ass to work. Player 1 is in a very nothing stops this train. The punish counter on reaction. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Ninja Star Cypher. They're ready to be plugged in for some new era ninjutsu. Can they make the most of? Ooh, what a smart throw. Forward rush. Sticks out a kick. Back into the corner. What connects with the throw? They're in range. We get it burns out. Player 1 goes to the air. Ugh, take a seat. This is a critical moment. Dump them. Player Player 2 has gotta be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that comeback. Sprints in. Slides and goes for the legs. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Oh, whiffs the drive impact. What are they thinking here? Will the drive parry here open things up for them? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. The throw misses. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their nice, perfect parry there? What'll they do next? Reads their mind and techs the throw. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Hits them with a vagabond edge. Player 2 there KO. Player 1 with a big first round pickup. Can they close it out? Hidden variable? They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Player 1 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their ground game. Max SA picks a good spot to use the super. Vagabond and Seth looking to impress with this super. Ooh, Bushin Scramble's gonna leave them hurting. Both fighters planning something, brushes that off and keeps going. Connects with medium kick. A quick breather. Back into the corner. What setups do they have? Quick medium poke. There's a drive impact. Charges up the platform. What's next? This is a critical move. Goes out of sight. Turns out. Punish counter on reaction. Vagabond closes it out. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? They are letting it fly from the get-go. And anti-air in the clutch. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Oh, snipe! Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. This is a complete shutdown. They can't escape. Medium kick into. Vagabond edge throws him. Oh, here we go. Looking for a hole. Tricky hidden variable. Target combo into. Here comes the corner pressure. Clutch, anti-air. Going in. Ooh, what a smart close. Getting in all on the drive run. Are you kidding me? Player 1 made some smart moves there. Great game. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Solid anti-air. They can't squander this punish counter chance. Strings it all together. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. They decide to hang back and rethink their game plan. Solid throw tech. Both sides looking for an opening. Can't tech the throw, takes a trip. We are near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a rabbit out of their hat here? Knockdown. Player 2 chases them down. Caught in the cross-up. Life lead opens up. Forward throw, not letting them out of the corner. All right, what's coming up next? Player 2 needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers. Fires off and she's in there. Player 1 with the first strike, but they can't get complacent. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player 1 chases them down. Quick breather. Risky up-close scrap still going. Dashes up. Hits them with a vagabond edge. Knockdown and hits them with a stop and block. Super Arts on deck. Wow, that throw did some juicy damage. Goes out of sight. Target combo into. One chance here may end this match. Medium kick. Not the flatline zone. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Jump, clutch, anti-air. Changing up the beat with the hidden variable. Ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Uh-oh, this could really tip the scales. What throws that off? Oh, putting the cherry on top. Bushin Ninja Star Strike. This is how the Bushin Ryu roll. Both sides getting ready. Dangerous. Oh my God, they just choked it up. Pokes with a kick. How did they read that throw? Fireball pressure. Trying to wear down the opponent. Goes out of sight. Burns out. Crowns him from above. Hits the drive. Looking for a hold. What now? Tricky hidden variable. Player 2 can't use any drive boost. Gotta play. They are done. Player 2 clinches the win. Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Throw whips. Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move or you're going to eat tons of damage. Takes them all the way to the corner. They timed that just right to get the perfect parry. Knockdown. Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. They get driven into the wall, breaking their guard. Holds out with the block. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistake. Oh, KO! Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Checks with a medium kick. Gets the jump in. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Throws them to start the corner pressure. Tries to catch them out with the arc sling. Going in. Hits them with a vagabond edge. Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. A quick breathe. Smart use of the invincibility on the overdrive Tensho. Springs forward with the drive rush. Pokes with a medium kick. KO! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Dashes up. Grabs and throws them away. Jumps it in with the crosser. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Attempts to break the stalemate with the fire. Oh, the throw connects. Quick breather. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner grip. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Bushin Ninja Star Strike. This is how the Bushin Ryu roll. Both sides getting ready. Player 2 needs to take advantage of this gauge disparity. Gets the corner switch. It might be some tough. Goes out of sight. Connects with the throw. Player slick overdrive Tensho there to call them out. Forward rush. Pokes with the kick. Sees the overhead coming. The low kick hits. The overhead denies. Lightning kick. All in with a rush. Player 2 can't use any drive boost. Gotta play it safe. Perfect damage calculation. No doubt about it. Player 2 has gotta be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage. It's not over yet. Just believe it's time for that run back. Jumps in. Spinning bird kick. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they goes for the super arc? Taking stock. Gets the parry in and adds some pressure. Life lead opens up. This takes a big gamble and gets them. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Smart use of the invincibility on the overdrive tension. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Still scrapping for control of the space. Sends a shuriken bomb to panic them. Uses their drive to maximize their damage. Life uses the gauge for a super art. Are they dead off this super? It's too close to call. What? That was enough to kill? Yo, that read was godlike. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Player 1 wisely spends it to steal the round. How is this gonna play out now? We have a super art on deck. Expect to see way more pressure here. Dangerous range, he knocked them out of the air. Low heavy. Oh, they switch sides. But drops that off. Vagabond forever elevator. Presses for a reaction which goes out of sight. A jump? What are they gonna do? Going in. Tricky hidden variable. Gotta do better than that. Player 2 needs knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Okay, here we go. Player 2 is in a very good spot now. Jamma!
Kimberly.
Get that bank account ready because that fight was easy money.
Round 1.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Long-range fireball to break the silence. Looks to drop him to earth. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. What are they thinking here? Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. They're really being worked over in the corner. Uses a drive parry against the attack. Knockdown. Throws them to negate the block. Life lead opens up. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Projectile to try and change the situation. KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Checks with a medium kick. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Had the radar up and running. Shows the medium kick. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Going in? Pokes with them. Oh, burnout triggered. Was hungry for the grab. Player 1 in dire straits. They're going for the super art. Drive rush to keep it going. Connects with the throw. Avoids getting stuck in the drive impact doesn't work. Life sees the overhead coming. Opts for the critical art. Still alive. Still alive. Closes it out. Ooh, I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and tell him what's good. This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Finds the time to squeeze in a buff. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. The combo's there. Life lead is opening up, but that could still be overcome with smart drive use. Misses the drive impact. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Life lead opens up. Oh, whiffs the throw. Bumps up. Hidden variable? In there. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Jumps up, hits them with a stopping bomb. Jinku Hadouken! The super doesn't hit! Dashes up. The quarter makes a good heads-up decision, opting for the drive impact. Player 1 ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Ooh, Bushin Scramble's gonna leave them hurt. A quick breather. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Jumps. Barely blocked. This could lead to some big damage. Takes their legs out. Springs forward with the drive rush. Got experiencing burnout. Are we gonna see a comeback here? This is gonna hurt. All the throw connects. Flatline zone. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Clean parry. Both fighters are standing firm with plenty of goes out of sight. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Solid anti-air. Connects with the throw. Kicks out a kick. Tries to catch him out. That's gonna leave him rattled. Carries them all the way home. Yo, Ross, super here. They've got about half life left. What's this Jinky Huddle gonna do? Both sides getting ready. Vagabond Edge connects. Player 1 is barely hanging on to their last bit of drive. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. A jump, perfect parry with the net. Big drive gauge different here with little life left. Player 2 can't let this simmer. They got walls flat into the guard break. Only a little bit of drop. Anticipated that throw. The shot pays off. Player 2 clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that. We're here in the first round. Which one of them will let their fists do the talking? Stops the attack by using a drive parry. Porter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Difficult situation for a throw. Had the radar up and running. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Taking stock. Throws them to start the corner pressure. Player 1 chases them down. Heading into the end game now, and the throw ends the round. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Changing up the beat with the hidden variable. Checks him with the projectile. Nails the anti-air. Grabs him. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner with that not gonna hit. The super doesn't hit. The fighters return to the middle of the stage. Goes for the rush. Both fighters springs forward with the drive rush. How will they manage that? Ooh, what a smart throw. Burnout activates. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Nowhere breaks through with the throw. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? We are here in the first round. Which one of them will let their fists do the talking? From up above. Stands firm and blocks the driver. What's the play here? Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Player 2 is in a tight spot. Perfect execution and gameplay nets our fighter a perfect round. Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Jumps? Good job blocking the jump in. Hits them with a stop and bomb. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Going binomial theorem with a boost and scramble. A quick breather. Now, can drive rush to keep it going. Both fighters planning something? Oh, burnout triggered. Not much life difference. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Hits him with a vagabond edge. Gotta be careful not to whip it. Burnout activates. Both players all out of drive. Tricky hidden variable. What a finish! Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Still slugging it out here. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Absorbs the attack and fires back. The jump in is denied. Not much drive to work with at the moment. Rodrigo heading in KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. The low doesn't connect. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Hits him with a vagabond edge. Not shy with the grab. It's a good spot to use the super. Comes crashing down on them with some Bushin beats. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner hit. Going in. Puts the super armor to good use. A quick breather. Smart play with the throw. Looking for a chance. Jumps. Saw that coming. Tries to catch up. That's gonna leave him rattled. Okay, here we go. Life lead is there's a burner. Finds the target. Denies the jump in attempt. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Jump. Solid anti-air. Ooh, what a smart throw. Smart play with the throw. Player 1, boom. Oh, snipe. This is a complete shutdown. They can't escape. Arc step. With super arts into play, it's really anything goes that destroys them. Both sides getting ready. Turning it right up with a super. Bushin Ninja Star Touch! This is how the Bushin Ryu roll! Okay, here we go. They're hurt, big time! Backed into the corner. What setup do they have? Even the slightest hit may end the round. Flatline zone. Player 2 gets the win in a convincing fashion. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Pokes with a medium kick. Decides to meet them in the air. Player 1 has the life lead. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. Knockdown. Jump in finds the mark. With the forward throw, the battle in the corner continues. I think both fighters want to keep an eye on their drive gauge and try to refill it whenever they can. Player 2 adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. The super art finds its mark. The corner makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Life lead opens up. They gotta keep their cool here to win. Both fighters are just about done, but there's a clear SA gauge disparity. They're both out of drive gauge. KO. Player 1 with a big first round pickup. Can they close it out? Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Medium kick. Not shy with the grab. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Sees him coming and shrugs it off with the super armor. Player 2 has a slight life lead. Hits him with a vagabond edge. Player 2 can't use it. It's a good spot to use the super. Comes crashing down on them with some Bushin beats. Player 1 is not in a good place health-wise, but with the super art in play, it's still not over. Knockdown that crowns him from above. Player 1 is in a very good spot now. Oh, a super art? Excellent read. That was the highest if I've ever seen it. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Stop the attack by using a drive pair. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? Whoa, hold on. There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. Solid takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Perfect time to spend the meter. Knockdown. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Let's see how they apply their corner pressure in this situation. Neither fighter can rely on their drive anymore. Player 1 will want to take advantage of their meter lead while they have it. Alright, will this super art connect? Comes crashing down on them with some Bushin beats. Bushin beats assaults them from the air. They were not cleared for takeoff. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Big opening ready to be taken advantage of after that parry. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. Hits them with a vagabond edge. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Jumps? Barely blocks the jump in. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Brushes that off and keeps going. Very difficult to use drive here. How will both fighters cope? Jumps in. This can lead to some big damage. Arc step. In there. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Avoids getting stuck in the corner somehow. Both clutch, anti-air. Checks with a medium. Ooh, you never connects with the throw. Tries to catch him out with the arc step. Turning it right up with the super. Ninja Star Cypher. Get ready to be plugged in for some new era ninjutsu. Player 1 may be able to pull a fast one, especially with the super art ready. Dangerous range here, and whip! They're wide open! Doesn't take the throw! That was catch as catch can as you're gonna get in a fight! Match! Get ready for history to be made!
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? The low kick connects. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Opts for the throw. All right. Corner switch means they can now go on the offensive. Gets the counter hit throw. This is a real back and forth match we're seeing. They definitely know what the other is capable of. Oh! Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Takes a trip. Burnout activates. KO. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Target locked and scoop. Reads them. Player 1 has a slight life lead. Goes for the jump in. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. KO. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. They choose to run it back. Let's get right to it. Low heavy hits, mix up incoming. Well-timed command throw there. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Throws them. What's next? Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Sets up the trap. Player 1 is gonna have to wait for that drive gauge. Can they stick it out? A quick breather. Player 2 can't use it. How will they utilize this? Not much in there. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Player 2 chases him down. Sets a shuriken bomb to panic him. Smart throw, that'll do more damage than usual. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Uses the gauge for a super art. Uses the game for the super. They're not playing around here. Player 1 needs to use their SA gauge to their perfect KO. They were in full control there.
Kimberly.
Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Gets the jump in. They trade hits, and now gets a chance with that jump in. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Grabs him. Very solid corner switch. Bop heats it up with a combo into super. The super art finds its mark. All right, what's coming up next? Reads them. Player 1, target locked and scoop. Burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player 1 in trouble with no drive. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Shows a medium kick. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. KO. Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Medium kick. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? The attack is parried. Checks with a medium kick. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Hidden variable? Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? Slides and goes for the legs. Player 2 is barely hanging. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Player 2 is in a very good spot now. Dangerous range here. There's a burnout. Punish counter sets the table. Vagabond forever elevator. Any mistake here is gonna be fatal. What's it gonna be? Get out of nowhere. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic. All on the line.
Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Starts with a jump in. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Lots of aggression from both sides. What's the play here? Goes for the low kick. This is a real back and forth match we're seeing. They definitely know what the other is capable of. They timed that just right to get the perfect parry. Takes a trip. Decides to buff up while they can. Slides and goes for the leg. KO! Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Goes for the jump in to start. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Jumps in. Can't tech the throw. All right, what's coming up next? Hits them with a stopping block. Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. They return to center stage. Uses the gauge for a super art. Start the tune, because Kimberly's ready to feast. Brushin Ninja Star Cypher. And this is only the beginning. We have super arts on deck. There's still a chance to turn this around. Big low attack to pick up the win this round. Player 2 took no time to finish that fight. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Decides to buff up while they can. The low heavy hits. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Knockdown. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. The cross-up connects. Throws him down. Deftly shuts out the jumper. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Starting something with the super. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Player 1 chases them down. Blocks the impact. Player 1 is gonna have to wait for that drive gauge. Can they stick it out? They need to oh, burnout triggered! KO! Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Tries to set the tone with that charging attack. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Check hits them with a stop and bop. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. They exchange blows. It's a good spot to use the super. Is this gonna kill? Both fighters gotta roll up those sleeves and KO! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? The last round. It's now or never. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Player 2 is in a very good spot now. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Player 1 clutch anti-air. Player 1 may be able to pull a fast one, especially break through with the throw. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Puts one in the pocket. They're not gonna allow any jump-ins. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Good anti-air. Opts for the throw. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Oh! Both fighters are sitting on a full drive gauge. This might be prime time to let it rip. What's the play here? Both players have near empty super art gauges. Whoever can build theirs up first may have a big advantage here. Trips them up. Can't tech the throw? In a dire situation. Gets him. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Holds out with the block. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient. Experiencing burnout. Throws them to negate the block. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Knockdown and backs away. Not about that DF ends the meter. Hoping for a good return. Oh, no question whether this super art is going to kill or not. Taking no prisoners. Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Decides to puff up while they can. Forward throw, not letting them out of the corner. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Lots of aggression from both sides. Decides to meet them in the air. Takes a trip. Grabs them. I wonder how both fighters will adapt to what we've seen so far. Did well to get the buff in there. Nails the anti-air. Tries to won't play their game. Says no with the overdrive tentative. Player, oh, what's this? This is gonna be bad news. In there. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Goes for the jump in to start. Who's going to start things off? Jump, hits them with a stop and pop. It's a good spot to use the super. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Using the super can open up huge chances for you. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Ups the damage on that by raw critical. What's gonna happen? Yo, we're dealing with a real gambler here. low on life and is still willing to risk it all on this critical art to deal the cash money damage they need. Their spacing is so on point, but who's gonna blink? Doesn't set the throw! Player one brings it home.
Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Blocks the jump in. Player two pushes the opponent into the corner. Good parry here to try and make something happen. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Deftly shuts out the jump in. The throw misses. What are they thinking? This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Combo with the target combo. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Life lead opens up. Up tap to close it. Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Shows the medium kick. Brushes that off and keeps going. They can't squander this punish counter chance. Max SA gauges, unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. Breaks the block with a throw. Connects with medium kick. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Grabs and throws them away. A quick breather. Player two is dominating this match. Oh, critical. What's gonna happen? Burnout. Expect a tempo KO. Player two brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Line.
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Oh, whiffs the drive impact. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. The drive parry was successful. Reads them. Player one is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? KO! Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Blocks the low heavy. This fight is hold your breath. Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. Sets up the trap. Player one needs to use the threat of the corner here. Connects with medium kick. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Hits him with a stop and bop. Oh, burnout triggered. Player one will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Full SA meters on deck for both spots. Looking to impress with this super. Level 3 super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business. Ooh, they're gonna feel that. Here we go. Takes their legs and closes it out. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight.
Sees the overhead coming. It's time for in with the cross-up. Connects with the throw. Pokes with the kick. Player one will need to do a better job of utilizing their drive gauge if they want a different result than last round. Here comes the corner pressure. Player one needs to take advantage of and whiff. They're wide open. Ooh, what a smart throw. What now? Vagabond Edge connects. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? No! Critical art now? Perfect damage calculation. No doubt about it. You need guts to pull that off. Player one has got to be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage. not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Nothing stops this train. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. Forward throw, not letting them out of the corner. Player 2 is maintaining the corner and a super activation, looking to score some juicy damage. Knockdown. Very solid corner sweep. KO. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. From up above. Jumps? That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Jumps in. Okay, creating some space here. Tries to hits him with a stop and pop. Player 1 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Uses their drive to max experiencing burnout. Player 2 on super hard? What were they thinking? Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. The corner throw ends it. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. No good up high. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Knockdown. Right down to the wire. Box him with the target combo. Sticks the combo. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. And a super activation. Looking to score some perfect execution and gameplay nets our fighter a perfect round. Player 2 on the board first with the... Nice, perfect parry there. What'll they do next? Jumps in. Not shy with the grab. Player 1 has a slight life lead that they may sit on. Big opportunity now in this corner. Hits them with a stop and pop. Were they baiting them into that? Goes with the safe stuff with that target combo. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Looking to impress with this super. Uses the game for the super. They're not playing around here. The super connects. Hits him with a vagabond edge. Uses that wall pressure. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Goes for the command grab. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Player 2 has them legit shook in the corner. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Hits with the overhead. Opts for the throw. Knockdown. Life lead opens up. And the throw ends the round. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Long low attack hit. Dashes. Takes him all the way to the corner with that. Jumps in. Tries to catch him out with the arc step. Rushes that off and keeps going. Manes Duare for the long game return. What'll happen here? Gutsy play with the grab. Were they baiting them into that? Looking to impress with this super. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Makes smart use of nothing but air. Wraps it up with a throw. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? This is it. Goes out of sight. Jumps. Barely blocks the jump in. Which fighter will control the pace of the match early on? Brushes that off and keeps going. Turning it right up with the super. Oh, you tried to think left, but no, back right. Now my girl's got inside and gonna take you for a ride. Oh, here we go. Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. Jump and whiffs. They're wide open. Taking chunks. Oh my God, they just choked it up. Snares him with the wrong mistake. What a finish. Player one gets the win in a convincing fashion. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Medium kick. Okay, they trade hits. Combo with the target combo. Nano's metal level is still kind of low here. They're gonna need to find some chances to boost it. No good up high. The low kick connects. Player two creates a good corner opportunity. Knockdown. Player two has them legit shook in the corner. Takes the chance to hurt him. Player one may be just about done this round, but they still have a chance with the full gets him. Player two sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Got their eye on the air. Big, low, reaching heavy. Nano's metal level is still kind of low here. They're gonna need to hit them with a stop and bop. Jumps up, goes for the jump in. It's a good spot to use the super. Start the tunes, because Kimberly's ready to feast. Bushin Ninja Star Cypher. And this is only the beginning. Player one finishes with the throw. Player two took no time to finish that fight.
Round one. Fight.
They choose to run it back. Let's get right to it. Blocks the jump in. Uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. Trips him up. Uh-oh. Falls short. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Anything could happen here. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player two chases them down. Waltzes in there and sweeps them off their feet. Life lead opens up. And the throw ends the round. Player two takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? The jump-in is denied. Tries to catch him out with the arc step. Who will gain control of the match in the early going? The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Pokes with a medium kick. Breaks the block with a throw. Hits him with a stop and bop. Player two can't let burnout. Let's set the tempo of the match to 10. Confirms the Bushin Ninja Star Cypher. The damage and attack boost off this will really tip things in their favor. Cross-up attack. Player one needs to use their SA gauge to their advantage here. KO! Yo, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win.